All right, let's practice drawing our own human figure in proportion. So the first thing that you want to do is divide your area into 8 even-ish sections, as close to even as you can. Now everybody's going to be different, so not all of them are 8. We're going to, for our purposes, use 8 even sections, and each section is equivalent to 1 head. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to go from the 0 mark on the ruler all the way down to the 8. Then I'm going to make a little notch at each of the inch marks. So 1 inch, 2 inches, 3, 4 is halfway, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. All right, so my halfway mark is right there. There's the top and there's the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by creating our head. Now the head is an egg shape. So it's kind of like a sphere, but it's much more narrow at the bottom. Now if you would like to, you can actually create your figure on your measuring line just to begin with for the first time. It might make you feel a little more comfortable being able to see where all those lines are supposed to go. So I'm creating my egg shape. Again, you can see it's narrower at the bottom than it is at the top. All right, my next step is to work on the neck. The neck is a cylinder, but it's quite a short cylinder. So I'll show you kind of how it looks. Comes out from the chin, and that's usually how we draw the neck. And again, it's got a rounded bottom and a rounded top, just like the cylinders that we practiced. We're now going to work on the torso. The most important thing to learn when you're working on a torso is the torso must be as wide as 2 heads. So oftentimes when people draw a torso, they draw it very narrow. Maybe they would stop right there. But that's not wide enough to fit 2 of these heads within. So if I draw those 2 heads very lightly here, I can see that the torso needs to go out a little bit further. And the torso is kind of like a cone shape. So it's like a triangle, but it's not as pointy at the bottom. So we're going to go down for our torso about 2/3 of the way in between these 2 notches. And there's our cone shape. All right, the next thing we can do is the waist. The waist is a cylinder, just like the neck was a cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Now you can see from the neck, the top of the neck, to the bottom of the waist is 2 head divisions, 2 sections or 2 inches.